a seat. We'll take a few breaths together. A nice comfortable seat. Spine nice and tall. Check in with your breath. Just notice the quality, the rhythm, without changing it. Check in with how you're feeling today, physically, emotionally, spiritually. And now we'll begin to practice the 3-part breath called Dirga Swasam Pranayama. We're going to inhale to our low belly first, draw the air up to our ribs, and finally our collarbones. And when we exhale from our collarbones, then our ribs, then all the air out of our belly. Let's take a clearing breath in and out together. First, inhale deeply. Exhale fully. Inhale to your low belly. Draw the air up to your ribs and finally your collarbones. Exhale from your collarbones, then your ribs, then all the air out of your belly. Inhale, low belly, ribs, collarbones. Exhale, collarbones, ribs, all the air out of your belly. Do a few more on your own. One more deep inhale. Exhale here. Gently flutter your eyes open and come find a child's pose. So bring your big toes together to touch, knees out as wide as you like. Walk your arms out in front of you as you bow your head to the earth. Keep an active variation, so elbows lifted here. But try and draw your outer shoulders, triceps down towards the earth. And lift your biceps up. So an external rotation of your shoulders here. Continue those full body breaths, inhaling to your low belly, expanding your ribs and drawing it up to your collarbones, and then exhale, completely melt into the earth. Inhale here. Exhale, walk your hands off to the left-hand side of your mat. You can bring your right hand on top of your left hand and interlace your fingers. Draw your right outer hip back and breathe into the right side of your rib cage, your side body here. Again, draw your right shoulder down towards the earth. Deep breaths here. One more inhale. Exhale here. Inhale, walk your hands through center. Exhale, walk your hands over to the right. Bring your left hand on top of your right. You can interlace your fingers here, forehead towards the earth. Draw your left outer hip back. Draw your left shoulder down and breathe into the left side of your body. One more deep breath here. Exhale. Inhale through center. Exhale here. Inhale, come up through all fours. Plant your palms outer shoulders distance apart. So a little bit wider than shoulders distance. This is kind of what people think shoulders distance, but a little bit wider. So your outer shoulder hits right into the middle of your wrist. Spread your fingers wide and try and grip with your finger pads here. That will help distribute the weight evenly throughout your hands. Knees, pelvis distance apart, hips above your knees. Tuck your toes under. Inhale here in your neutral tabletop. Exhale, begin to curl your tailbone under as you round your back and then puff into the back space of your heart as you spread your shoulder blades apart. As you inhale, initiate the movement for your tailbone as you turn your tailbone up to the sky. Allow your spine to wave. Open up your heart. Shoulders slide down your back. Look forwards or up. And then again, as you exhale, initiate the movement from your tailbone. Round your back. Inhale, turn your tailbone up. Rest of your spine follows. Open your heart. Look forwards or up. Continue on as you follow the rhythm of your own breath here. And then come back to your neutral tabletop. Walk your hands about a hand print in front of where they already are. Spread your fingers wide. Toes are still tucked under. Inhale here. Exhale, lift your bottom up towards the sky as you straighten your legs, but keep a little micro bend here in your knees. Try and distribute the weight more into your legs by bending your knees. This will help create that. Again, external rotation of your shoulders. So draw your triceps down towards the earth as you rotate your biceps up towards your face. Spread your fingers. Press into the thumb and index finger side of your hands. You can stay still here. You can reach one heel down and then the other. Walking your dog, waking up your back body. You can sway the hips, getting more into the side body, outer hips. You can shake your head, yes and no. Notice the quality of your breath here. If you find your breath is ever strained or constricted, you have trouble breathing, this is your body telling you that maybe you're pushing yourself too hard. So try and listen. On your next inhale, look forwards. Gently walk your feet towards the top of your mat. Set them pelvis distance apart. Inhale when you arrive, halfway lift. You can bring your hands onto your thighs. Spine is long. Shine out of the crown of your head. Exhale to fold in, let everything go. Soften your knees. As you inhale, lift with your legs to rise to stand, arms overhead. Exhale, hands through heart center. Inhale, reach arms up to the sky. Exhale, hinge forwards. Inhale, halfway lift, grow long from your root to your crown. Exhale to fold in, let everything go. Inhale, rise to stand, arms up. Exhale, hands through heart center. One more like that. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, hinge forwards. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold in. Inhale, rise up, arms to the sky. Exhale, hands through heart center. Great job, babe. We're going to add on to that. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, hinge forwards. Inhale, halfway lift. Now as you exhale, fingertips stay on the earth. Step your right foot back. Bring your right knee to the earth. Keep your right toes tucked under. Scissor your inner thighs in towards each other. And then inhale to rise up, arms up to the sky. So don't just dump here. Try and draw your left hip back, right hip forward. Breathe deep. Squeeze your inner thighs together, creating that muscular energy of your lower legs. And then press from your pelvis now into the earth to lift up and out with your heart, head, hands. Deep breaths here. One more inhale. Exhale, plant your palms, step back to downward facing dog. Inhale, forwards to a plank pose, shoulders above your wrists. Exhale, your knees down first, and then listen, hugging your elbows into your side body, bring your chest right in between your hands, your chin a little bit further forward so your bottom sticks up for 8-point pose. Then untuck your toes, and then inhale, press your hips down so you pull your heart through for Cobra, Bhujangasana. Shoulders away from your ears, press all your toenails down. Then tuck your toes under, exhale back, downward facing dog. Come back to your breath. Inhale, reach your right leg straight back behind you. Lift from your inner thigh. Your leg might not lift up as much. Trying to keep your hips squared here. Exhale, draw your knee towards your nose. Hold here a moment and then step your right foot in between your hands by your right hand. Bring your left knee down to the earth. Keep those left toes tucked under. Come up onto your fingertips on either side of your front foot. Inhale here. If you can't reach, you can always grab blocks. If you don't have blocks, you can use books, bubbly cans. I've used those before. Whatever you have. Inhale here. Exhale, walk your hands back as you straighten your right leg. You can bring those props with you. Try and keep your spine long. And we're going to flow forwards and backwards. So inhale, come forwards. Press your hips down, pull your heart through. Exhale, back. Straighten your right leg. Flex those toes. Inhale, forwards. Exhale, back. Inhale, come forwards. Exhale, lift your left knee off the mat. Inhale to step your left foot forwards. Lift your heart when you arrive. Exhale to fold in, let your head go. Inhale, rise to stand, arms overhead. Exhale, hands through heart center. Awesome work. We'll do that on the other side. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, hinge forwards. Inhale, halfway lift, grow long. Exhale, fingertips frame your feet. Now step your left foot back. Bring your left knee to the earth. Keep your left toes tucked under. Engage your inner thighs. Draw them in towards each other. That will help create more stability. And then inhale, rise up, arms overhead. Again, resist the urge to just dump here. Breathe deeply as you draw your right hip back, left hip forward. Squeeze your inner thighs in towards one another. This is called muscular energy. Keep that. And then press from your pelvis down to lift up and up your heart, head, hands. Deep breaths here. One more inhale. Exhale, plant your palms, step back to downward facing dog. Inhale, forwards plank pose, shoulders above your wrists. Exhale, knees, chest and chin to the earth. 8-point pose. Hug your elbows in towards your side body. Booty sticks up. Untuck your toes. Inhale, slide forwards to a cobra. Shoulders away from your ears. Then tuck your toes under. Exhale, back, downward facing dog. Deep breaths here. Next, inhale, lift your left leg from your inner thigh so your pelvis stays squared here. Exhale, knee towards your nose. And then step your left foot by your left hand. Bring your right knee to the earth, fingertips frame your left foot. Inhale here. Exhale, walk your hands, maybe your props back to keep yourself lifted. Straighten your left leg, flex those toes. Inhale, forwards, low lunge, Anjaneyasana. Exhale, back, half splits, Ardha Hanumanasana. Inhale, forwards. And exhale, back. Inhale, come forwards. Exhale, lift your right knee off of the earth. Inhale to step your right foot to meet your left. Lift your heart when you arrive. Ardha Uttanasana. Exhale, fold in, let everything go. Uttanasana. Inhale, rise to stand, arms overhead. And exhale, hands through heart center. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, hinge forwards. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, plant your palms, step back to downward facing dog. Inhale here. Exhale your knees down to the earth. And then swing your legs off to one side so you can come sit down on your bottom. Extend your legs out in front of you. You can move the flesh away from your sit bones. Bend your right knee and cross your right foot over your left thigh. So now your right foot is stamped on the earth, just on the outside of your left leg here. Left fingertips behind you. Inhale to reach your right arm up to the sky. Wait, no. Cross there. Bring your right fingertips behind you. Inhale, left arm up to the sky. Now, you can either exhale, hug that leg in towards your chest as you twist open to your right, or you can bring your left elbow to the outside edge of your right knee. Every inhale, try and lift and lengthen. Every exhale, twist open a little bit deeper. Deep belly breaths here. Inhale through center. Exhale, release. Extend your right leg and out in front. Bend your left knee, cross your left foot over your right thigh. So now your left foot is stamped on the earth. Keep your right toes flexed. Bring your left fingertips out behind you. Inhale, right arm up to the sky. Exhale, either hug that leg in as you twist open, or bring your right elbow to the outside of your left knee. Every inhale, lift and lengthen. Every exhale, twist open. And look over your left shoulder if that feels okay on your neck. And breathe deep into your belly. Inhale through center. Exhale, untwist yourself. Extend your legs out in front of you. And then bend your knees. Come to lie down on your back. Hug your knees in towards your chest. Rock a little side to side here. Now bring your feet onto the earth. Keep your left foot on the earth. Cross your right ankle just above your left knee. Flex your right foot. Try and actively, using your leg muscles, press that right knee away from you. You should feel a nice stretch in your inner groin of your right side, outer right hip. If you don't, you want to feel a bit more of a stretch. Draw that left knee in towards yourself. Thread your hands through your legs to clasp the back of your left thigh. Keep your feet active here. Keep pressing your right knee away from you and breathe. Now keep your legs in this shape. Just release your left foot back to the earth if you lifted it up. Inhale here. Exhale, allow this whole leg package to drop over to your left hand side. So now your right foot is on the earth with your right knee pointing up, and the left side of your left leg is on the earth. You can use your left hand to clasp your right ankle. Again, try and actively press your right knee out and away from you. And you can open up your right arm to your right hand side and look over your right shoulder here. Breathe deep. Last few breaths here, you can just let that knee knock in if it likes to. More of a passive pose now. Inhale, head and legs through center and cross your legs. Now come to bring your left ankle just above your right knee. Flex your left foot. Actively press your left knee away from you. If you want to feel a deeper stretch, you can draw your right knee towards you. Thread your hands through to clasp the back of your right thigh. Keep your feet active. Again, keep pressing your left knee away from you and breathe into your left outer hip. Now keep your legs in this shape. Just release your right foot to the earth if you had that leg drawn in. Inhale here. Exhale, allow your leg package to drop over to your right hand side. I'm gonna shimmy because the wall. So now your left foot is on the earth. Left knee points up. You can extend your left arm out to your left hand side. Keep pressing your left knee away from you and breathe. Last few breaths, you can just let your top leg be passive now. Might knock in a bit more. Inhale, head and legs through center. Draw your knees in towards your chest. Give yourself one final squeeze. If you want to engage your core a bit here, you can lift up and draw your forehead towards your knees. One more deep inhale here. And exhale, release. Extend yourself out. Take up as much room as you need. Feet are wider than your hips. Arms down by your sides, palms face up. Gather your shoulder blades underneath your chest a little bit more and towards each other. Chin is level with the earth. Let go of any breath control, any holding in your body, and quiet your mind for our final resting pose. And you can stay here as long as you like after the video ends. This is when all of the movements integrate into our body. All the wisdom. And we don't give ourselves enough time for conscious rest. So even though it feels like you're not doing much, you are doing a whole lot by just being.